Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. Big Brad already had himself a big Friday already. What's up, bro? How we doing?
Yeah, it feels like Saturday already. Friday ended a while ago, didn't? It's been going on for a while, but I'm excited to be here today. Won't be here on Monday, so maximize today's event with y'all. Excited to talk sports.
There we go. There we go. My man, where are you going? Austin, is that right?
Going to Austin, we got a wedding. So the wife who left for the bachelorette party. Well, I am here for the actual event.
There you go. So good to see everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far. And now, to add to the insanity, all right, Maddie, I said, it's just my YouTube handle. For some reason, it's not showing any actual display names on my end. Y'all having the same issue? Yes, everyone is 100%. So, yeah. At number 2, AB, just FYI, missed the whole intro. You guys just appeared mid-sentence. That checks out. YouTube is like, it's not just YouTube, it's Google. They're all over the board today. That AWS server issue that went down, dude, it was landing flights. That's how bad that it is. So, yeah, if your handle is messed up, I promise it's not me messing with you. It's just YouTube, and they'll get it adjusted for sure. So, yeah, good thing I know y'all's profile pictures by heart. All right, let's jump into the show here. All right, so good to see everybody. Drop in, say what's up. Matt said, hey, happy belated birthday, B. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And let me say, I had a wonderful, unbelievably wonderful, just positive. Yeah, no, J.R. said AWS is not Google. I know, but it's just issues all over the board. Yeah, I had such an unbelievable day yesterday. Literally thanks to all of you. Seriously, you guys just can't. I mean, I was in a good mood already, but like, you guys just went above and beyond, man. So I can't thank you all enough. Seriously, even like my dad was commenting on it. And he was like, you got some nice people there. I was like, dude, they're unbelievable. He goes, yeah, I wouldn't be that nice to you. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love my dad. What did I get into? I went over to Randall's house last night. I went over, watch the game. And I did a couple things. It was a fun day for sure. But you guys made it special, and I appreciate it. Spell Dog, hey, good morning. Checking in from KC, headed to New York, then to Italy. My goodness. All right, Spell Dog, be safe, buddy. Have a great time, man. And yeah, keep us updated, dude. Cortez, happy birthday, you beautiful son of a gun. Cortez. Hey, you're the beautiful one, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, so let's jump to the picks. Now, Brad, guess what? Guess what? Have a gift for everybody who played Carson Wentz pick last night. Because congratulations, you now have today's game over 4.5. Thank you, Carson Wentz. So we've got over 4.5 now at plus 100. Chargers money line, we get that one as well. We've got it parlayed with the Bills at plus 100. Got Nikola Jokic over 1.5 threes. Got that dude. He went like 2 of 13 from 3. Absolutely insane. Herbert got his pick. Justin Herbert, longest completion. Got that one. So we had a solid day. We missed Jordan Addison, and we missed both teams to score rushing touchdowns. So missed those two. But again, man, solid day. Cannot complain at all, my boy. Now, Brad, it's Friday. It is game 1 of the World Series, my boy. It starts tonight. Now, the Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Where are you going? Dodgers, the road team. Dodgers at the Blue Jays. All right, Dodgers money line, minus 150. Blue Jays money line, plus 130. Over 7.5 or under 7.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. And we will update, as we always do, at the end of the show. Brad, what are you feeling? All right, you got 4 options here. Dodgers, Blue Jays, over or under?
Man, that's a tricky one. I'd like to say over. I think the bats are going to be hitting this series. I think the arms will start to get a little bit more tired, and the hitters are starting to get into a groove. I think we're going to see an over, but I would buy it to 7.
Nice. Smart call. And we're going to go through it. I've got some data for you that might shock some people in regards to game 1s of the World Series. But I'm with you there. Spoken like a true gambler. Give me the over, baby. We ain't sweating it, Hoss. All right. Today we'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern for Driving the Nightline. So we'll have more college football, more Major League Baseball, more NBA. 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to join us there. Okay, there. That's enough, Brad. I've done enough promoting here. Let's get to the show, my boy. Let's get the picks. So, Brad, I have to say this real quick. Your email, you emailed over a lot of letters. I don't know what they were supposed to be, but go ahead and explain what you got.
That's why we got copy and paste, AV. Make it nice and easy. We're going to the top flight of Poland today, the Ekstraklasa on your book in a matchup between Termalika Nykietsa taking on Zagłębie Lubin. Yeah, super easy there. Thanks, Poland. We have two teams here who are trending specifically in their home and away splits, but also this season, they are smashing these totals. You always see more goals for Termalitsa, who is this home team newly promoted at home, but they also concede. They're a regular conceding team. They also hit the overs, but what we really have here is a consistent amount of goals. We have Termalitsa, excuse me, it's so hard to get these names out. Termalitsa, who has had a goal in all 11 first halves. They've also had a goal in 20 of their last 22 league halves. So we expect one goal in either half. And it's the same on the opposite end. But then you also have these teams trending at least one with 2 goals, giving us 3 total goals is what we're looking for here today with that over 2.5 at -135. And again, that's the Poland Ekstraklasa coming up here at 11 a.m. Central Time. We're looking for 3 total goals.
Beautiful work, my friend. Beautiful work there. All right, sorry, let me leave that up. Now, real quick, couple comments here. Matt said they should just shorten their names. Term versus Zag. Yeah.
Poland needs to talk to Finland. What's going on here?
Hey, that's another T-shirt. Poland needs to talk to Finland. Dude, they're talking. They're dating. Can countries date?
I think so.
All of you have officially heard the stupidest question that will ever be asked today. So there you go. Across the whole world. Do countries date? Now, Gus, good morning, crew. Bittersweet weekend ahead for me. My birthday is Sunday, but Jamaica is under the threat of Tropical Storm Melissa, which should become a hurricane over the weekend on a direct path. My goodness. All right, Gus, first off, happy early birthday, buddy. Second off, geez, be safe, man. And anything that we could do, I don't know off the top of my head what we could do, but dude, if I need to take my ass down to Jamaica, I'll take my ass down to Jamaica. All right, whatever you need, Gus, you let us know, okay? For real, man. Be safe, buddy. And check in with us, all right? And we'll check in with you too, man. All right. So let's see. What do we got here? How do we want to approach this one today? You know how I want to start it? With Melanie. Good morning, AB. Good morning, Big Brain Brad. Good morning, crew. Good morning, Mels. Sweet Mels. Good to see her on Friday out here crushing the world left and right. All right. So first off, Dodgers Blue Jays over 4.5. We're good to go. Got the Carson Wentz interception last night. So if you played that from the show, you're sitting pretty. Second, Vladimir Guerrero. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, -120. Everybody is going to load up on the Dodgers. And I get it. I don't hate that idea at all. It generally pays, Bradley. This new team, the Los Angeles Dodgers, they might catch on. But I'm going to go the opposite route. I'm not saying the Blue Jays win the game. I'm not saying they don't. But I want some of them. I think Toronto's coming live. Yep. I
think so too.
Yep. I think Toronto's coming live tonight. Give me Vlad. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You know what else? Let me say this real quick. Check your books. I don't have walks. I don't have strikeouts. Like, there's a lot of MLB props that are not available right now. Now, I'm sure that at some point today they will be. But I want walks. I want to bet walks. I want to be all over walks. Justin said, YouTube being weird with that usernames today is just me. No, it's everybody for sure. Yeah. Welcome to YouTube. It's always something. Bradley, it's always something. So I want Vladimir Guerrero, bro. Give me over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, college football. Cal plus 6.5. They're on the road tonight against Virginia Tech. I look, these are two weird teams for sure. I don't trust Virginia Tech. Now, not that I trust Cal all that much, but Cal is pretty decent. They just can't turn the damn ball over. Cal's problem is that they don't even have a turnover problem. It's just when it happens, it's like 5 fumbles in a row. But I want Cal plus 6.5. So I'm going to roll at 6.5 here, minus 115. A lot of books, it's teetering between 6 and 6.5. Pay attention there. And then finally, the Grizzlies. All right. Now, if you're risk averse, understand, you might want to lay off the Grizzlies minus 2.5 play. Now, I don't mean that against the Grizzlies. I've already bet it. I'm all in. And I'm kind of rolling off of what we did 2 days ago with the Grizz. They start seasons well. I'm going to keep riding it. Playing against the Miami Heat. Lord knows they got the FBI on their team playing. Oh, hey, by the way, and shout out to Melanie, too. Sorry. Melanie brought this to my attention. I didn't mean to cut you out. Last night. So this is very important, by the way. Anybody, if you have bet on any of these NBA games that the FBI is currently, under investigation, which it's going to go for a while. But if you bet decent money on any of these games, dispute it with the book. Now, the book might not pay out right now. They might not pay out at all. They might just give you a stock answer, which is okay. That's fine. But the reason I'm saying is to dispute it, get it on paper, and get it filed. If it's worth your time, the amount of money you bet, do it. Get it filed, take a screenshot, whatever you have to do. Because there will be lawyers involved in this. There will be a ton of lawyers. There might even be class action, for real. So, again, if the books, give you a stock, immediate answer, no, we don't pay. Understand, they're going through legal things too, and the books didn't do this, right? So, I don't blame them, not putting things on them. But for anybody, it's like insurance. You sue up. You sue up. It's somebody at some point is going to be responsible. All right. Might not be the books. And I'm not even coming out. They had nothing to do with this either. Right. But dispute them, get it on paper, screenshot it, document whatever you have to do, and hold on to it. Okay. Yeah. Spell Dog said, yay, class action. You get $5.
Right.
You never know. And I'll tell you this too. Books, you never know. They might not send you money back, but they might load you up with a bunch of free bets and stuff. I'm telling you, the books are all about good PR, and they had nothing to do with this. And I assure you, some people will be very happy that they disputed. So if it's worth your time, absolutely go do that. And you're going to start seeing more and more information come out of the games and all of that, So if it's worth your time, do it. If you put $5 on it, you don't care, move on. But if you had decent money on something, buddy, I'd be going back and checking 100%. So, yeah. All right. Okay. So those are the picks. Now, Brad, here's the problem for anybody who didn't make the show last night. So that Dodgers Blue Jays over 4.5. Everybody who has it is sitting pretty. Matty boy, AB, do we know the game's impacted? We know of a couple right now. There's going to be plenty more that comes out. Right. So I tell you what, we could start getting a list together. I could put a little list together of dates and stuff because it goes back. There are going to be a lot of games that are going to be involved in here. So yeah, we'll figure that part out. But yeah, just take a little mental note, man, and pay attention of when you start to see, because you're going to see stories come out and it'll just pop up games. So it's kind of going to be a process. You know what I mean? Now, Brad. So, like I said, anybody who was not on the night show last night and didn't take Carson Wentz and the Blue Jays over 4.5, I feel bad that they don't have it, right? So, why don't we just recreate it for anybody who doesn't? Here's what you're going to get down on. over 4.5 in the game tonight, and I paired it with SMU tomorrow. Now, feel free to pair it with whatever you want. I like SMU, but again, you might see a game different. But Bradley, I felt bad for anybody coming in who might not be able to get it. And let's go. Now, that's the additional that I have. You have been on absolute friggin' fire with goal scorers. So I'm just going to shut my dumb butt up and get out of your way. Let it rip, big dog. What you got?
We've just got 2 here this weekend. Very familiar names. We have a lot of weird matchups for people who I typically like to score, and a lot of injuries coming back from the European play. Wondering who's going to be in the starting 11. So we're just going with 2 of our favorites, regulars. You got Kylian Mbappe, who is
Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe over there at Spain's La Liga. He finds a lot more success in the goal department than he always does in some of these European competitions because the teams in Spain aren't that great. Barcelona and Real Madrid have played to over 3.5 goals in their last 6 of 7 matchups. So we expect goals. And if we expect goals from the favorite at home, most likely going to come from Kylian Mbappe, who has scored in 11 of his last 13 matches for Real Madrid. But we also have, last but not least, we have he came from fire, he came from might, a blur of power, a flash of light. From Dortmund's dream to City's crown, no mercy shown, no slowing down. Haaland, Haaland. The thunder strikes again. The giant rises again. He breaks records. He changes the game. Erling Haaland, remember the name.
Erling Haaland, remember the name. My name. Oh, sorry. Juan Paco Pedro de la Mar. Oh, sorry. Brad, well done, man. And your singing is fantastic. Anytime we get Kylian Mbappe, Kylian. Oh, all right. That's enough of that. Everybody's thinking, my God, what has happened? What are you going to say?
As I get stuck in your head, these Haaland songs are weird too because you got like, ha 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 ha, Haaland, Haaland came to us and Etihad, nothing just like his dad. So then the rest of the day, like, Haaland, Haaland. It's just bad.
You know, let me just tell you what you just did. That was me as a kid bothering my parents, where I would just march around the house screaming and singing and just reciting baseball stats. Oh, you know, Tony Gwynn hit 331 in 1987. Son, shut up. Okay. Kylian Mbappe.
You know, I didn't get him on this list, AB, because it is that first round of the MLS playoffs, but you know who's playing tonight, right?
Who?
His name is Messi. Come on. Lionel is playing the boys of Nashville. You know he's going to score, let's be honest, but there's just a possibility he could defer the ball a little bit tonight because it is playoff time. So maybe look at that TSOA market live. It'll drop really quickly, but at minus 200 pre-match, it's too much. I take Messi props live.
Yeah. Hey, look, Nicki Minaj said it, man. Mess you up like Messi in soccer, and I'm going to do it wearing Dolce Gabbana. Oh, sorry. That's been Nicki Minaj today here on Friday. Brad, I'll tell you what, nothing says Nicki Minaj, all right, like hitting some bombs. Let's go. Hey, check this real quick. My boy Cody came through. AB, my boy. Happy Friday, brother. Big Cody, man. So good to see you, big dog. How we doing? With your beautiful self. Oh, Cody, so good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. Big Mosh, hey, crew. Wow, the Vikings got their butt handed to them last night. Yeah, it was a wild game, man. Poor Carson Wentz, dude. That dude was sweating it, man. Way to bring a little zest, fellas. Big old happy B-Day, AB. Obviously, my Grateful Ducks tomorrow. Big Dave. So good to see you, buddy, and appreciate you, man. Always, man. Always, always, always. Okay, so let's jump into some home runs here, my boy. All right, here's what we got. Game 1. World Series. Shohei Ohtani plus 220. Vladimir Guerrero plus 340. Freddie Freeman, Frederick Leviticus Freeman Jr. the third plus 475. Beautiful Nashville, Tennessee's own Mookie Betts, John Overton High School. He was pretty good in high school. He hit 600. And I'm not kidding. For a career. Plus 520. And then George Springer, old hero himself, plus 560. All right, Bradley, throw it over to you, buddy. What do you got?
Well, normally I want to take that guy right there calling his shot because that man is absolutely flying right now, swinging for the fence. He looks great. But I love to play the number. It's punching me in the face. Why is it so low? Around 200 for a home run plus 220. Give me the big man, the big bopper, left-hander. I like my Asians, right? Heung-Min Son, who's also playing this weekend. Look to bet him. Shohei, give it to me.
Shohei, there we go, baby. All right, hey, real quick, do you know? All right, so have you seen Shohei's celebration when he hits a home run and he does that? Yeah. Do you know why he does that?
I was told, but I've forgotten.
So the reason that he does that is because all the Dodgers teammates found out that he's like a Korean or whatever, wherever he's from, like a sex symbol. Like he's doing cologne commercials, like he's Brad Pitt, and one of them he's doing this, and it's all in like Korean or Japanese or wherever. I apologize, I don't know, but yeah, like it's in that. So he didn't think anybody would see it because it's only over there, right? It's only a product that's sold, overseas. But they found it and they started making fun of him. So he does it making fun of himself. Yeah, I found that out, dude. I was reading about it because I was like, what is this celebration? I don't understand it. Then I was like, oh, that's totally baseball. It's dudes making fun of each other. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what a dugout is. If you've ever been in, if you've never played baseball and you wondered, what do they do in the dugout? When other teams are hitting, stacking cups on people's heads, putting gum on the bottom of every one of their little spikes. All right, back to home runs here. All right, so you're going Shohei, right? Ooh. Real quick, Freddie Bear said, Brad, please tell me where I can find the soccer pick again. I couldn't find it. And I apologize for the ADD of just bouncing around. Welcome to my brain. All right, go ahead.
It's in the Polish Ekstraklasa, the Poland Ekstraklasa. It's the top division of Poland. So you'll see Poland 1. That's the second division. So just remember, it's the Ekstraklasa with Termalica Nikica taking on Zagłębie Lubin.
Extra Classico. There we go. All right. So you're going Shohei. All right. And where are you guys going in the chat? Drop it in. Mel's, who you taking? I need Mel's pick. You know what? Bradley? I got to rep my boy. Mooks. Give me Mookie Betts. Plus 520. Now, let me say, I love Shohei Ohtani. I love Vlad. I'm already on Vlad. So I don't want to just extra leverage. So I'm technically on Vlad already with the bet, but I'm going to go local boy. Old Mookie Betts. There we go. Mel's on Vlad. Good call. Peggy going Freddie Freeman. I like it. Justin going Springer. Drew, swear to God, he was my brother for that. I was that dugout club. Yes, dude, me too. Somebody's got to keep things light. Yeah, no doubt, man. All right. Drew, or Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I was looking at Drew over there. Dave, dude, me and you would have gotten along very well in the dugout. We'd have had fun. All right. Yeah. So, all right. I'm going Mookie Betts plus 520 here. Now, Brad, I promise some interesting information, and I keep hitting the wrong button. Blame our producer. He's a dumb. Now, Brad, you might be asking yourself, okay, it's game 1 of the World Series. We need to get serious. And you guys know me, everything in life is serious. But I went through every game 1 of the World Series since 2020. All of them. I act like that's a lot of games. But I did do the work. You ready to see what these games look like? Okay. Let's just start. Last year, 2024, game 1. Oops. Helps if I hit the button. Dodgers won game 1, 6-3. Okay. 9 runs total. So you say, what about 2023? The Rangers won 6-5. The winning team scored 6 runs the last 2 game 1s. But you say, what about 2022? 6-5. Game 1. Again. You say, well, what about 2021, AB? It can't be the same thing. 6-2. The winning team of game 1 has scored 6 runs exactly in the last 4 World Series. But then you say, well, AB, go back to 2020. Okay? You're cherry picking of 2024 and 2023 and 2022 and 2021. You want 2020? 8-3. Now, does that mean anything? No. None of these games have anything to do with the game tonight. None of them. However, it is notable. 11 runs, 8 runs. God, I missed that year. 11 runs, 6-5, 6-5, 6-3. In 1947, the Springfield Chickens beat no. But no, so the last 5, the winning team has scored at least 6 runs in all of them. But again, that doesn't mean anything for tonight. It could be 1-0. Previous games have nothing to do with anything. But, and I say it as, I don't know what happens tonight, but teams generally come in hitting. What this tells me is that teams who get to the World Series can score. Exactly. We just said the exact same thing at the same time. Like, that's what you take away. Other than that, do what you do. Now, let's take a look at the game. So we finally got the Blue Jays to announce their starting pitcher, Trey Savage. And I don't say that negatively. Dodgers, -158 in the money line. Blue Jays, -130. Over under 7.5. So that 7.5 is going to be, let me just tell you, we're going to fight with that 7.5 throughout this series. The key to this series, and look, you can see at the bottom here, -215 for the Dodgers to win the World Series. +180 for the Blue Jays. Buddy, the Blue Jays are very real to win this. This is not just a pushover. Now, Los Angeles could tune anybody up on planet Earth when they want to, and it's all working. They're that good. We all know that. But the key to this series and the key to each game is what inning does Team A get Team B's starting pitcher out of the game? That's this whole series is going to come down to that every game, because both of these teams' bullpens are not trustworthy. Can they have a good night? Yeah. Could they have a good series? Absolutely. But what we've seen is that when these teams have to go to the bullpen, game on. So if I'm the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, but especially the Blue Jays at home, I'm swinging at everything Blake Snell's got. Because I can lose game 1. If I'm the Blue Jays, this is my mentality. If I lose game 1, fine. I was supposed to, whatever. The Dodgers are really good. I can live with that. But what I can't live with is trying to beat the Dodgers by being the Dodgers. You're not going to win that battle. Don't try to be them. Be you. It got you here. Why change now? And what I mean by that is mash his ass. And here's the other part too. In baseball, in Major League Baseball, You go the levels. High school, it's hard. College, it's really hard. Major League Baseball, 3 out of 10 get you in the Hall of Fame. That's how hard baseball is. 3 out of 10 get you in the greatest ever. So the game is 70% against you. So if you're the Blue Jays, what you have to do is that you approach the plate. Now, if they're throwing balls, let them keep doing that. But you have 3 pitches to attack because these pitchers are too damn good. And if you get down 0-2, if you get down 1-2, I'm not saying these are great hitters, all of them, but it is brutally difficult to get out of that hole. And I heard Bill Belichick say this one time about how does he approach third downs on offense? He said, look, you can't stop me on third down if I don't ever get to third down. Tom Brady is out here converting first downs on second down, right? And the point of that is you can't strike me out if I don't have 2 strikes. Now, people are going to strike out. Understandable. That's the game. But if I were the Blue Jays, I am first pitch, fastball, hunting. And if you put it over the plate, I will put it in somebody's windshield. And we're going to stop you from doing that. That's the mentality for Toronto. It has to be. Old school Dr. Dre, The Chronic. F with Dre Day. You ever heard that song? That's what would be playing in the dugout, in the clubhouse. Everybody's getting mashed. Like, that's how I think that we're going to have runs. But again, these pitchers are really good. So Blake Snell, Savage. No history. Dodgers hitters against Savage. So we're going in blind, baby. Which is okay. I don't hate that because guess what? You look at this and you think, well, that's not good for the Dodgers. Hey, Savage hadn't faced him either. This is his first time. Not easy. And Shohei Ohtani leads that off. So, yeah. Now, the other side. We've talked about it, but we'll look at it again. The Blue Jays lineup against Blake Snell. Ernie Clement, 1 for 5. Vladimir Guerrero hit 182. IKF, 0 for 3. Alejandro Kirk, 3 for 5. Davis Schneider, 1 for 4. George Springer, 5 for 22 with a home run. Varsho, 2 for 8. So, yeah, there you go. Jeff, Blake Snell's been a Blue Jays killer, except for Kirk. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, Brad, so that's baseball, man. That's all we got to work with. Like, we that's what we got. We're gambling tonight. Now, the good thing, and let's go to the picks again. The good thing is that we're not playing the same game everybody else is. Not by any means. We're going to create our own game through the World Series, and we're going to baseball manager this thing. So we're going to take Dodgers. We got the Dodgers Blue Jays over 4.5. We played it from last night. Take Vlad Guerrero over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 120. College football tonight. Going to take Cal. We'll talk about this game in a second, plus 6.5. Also going to take the Memphis Grizzlies against the Heat, minus 2.5. Brad, I see a bunch of letters there. I can't read. What do you got?
We're taking Termalitsa Nikita, taking on Zagłębie Lubin over in the Polish Ekstraklasa, the top flight of Poland, coming up here at 11 a.m. Central Time. We're looking for 3 total goals, the over 2.5, and I got that at minus 135. And don't forget about the scorers, AB. We've got Mbappe and we've got Haaland. Haaland, the thunder strikes again. The giant rises, the champion's plan. He breaks the records. He changes the game. Erling Haaland, remember the name.
Dude, do they ever come up with albums? Like, there are so many songs. It's so good.
You just got random people on the internet that get songs, taking any tune, creating your own lyrics. It's easier than you think if you just add just a tiny bit of creativity. It doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to make sense, sort of.
You just need to try.
Yeah.
Jinxie said Blake Snell over 17.5 outs, minus 137. Lock, baby. There we go. And Jinxie, good to see you. Now, if you couldn't get the 4.5 last night with the Wentz interception, Got you right here. I got this at DraftKings. Over 4.5. And then I paired it with SMU tomorrow. You can pair it with whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a SMU. Obviously, over 4.5 is minus 620. So, yeah. Go hunting in that minus 150 range if you're using it money line wise. Yeah, there we go. Jeff said, I swear Brad's songs are better than the new ones. I agree. We're going to have to get a Brad album. Okay. Brad, what do we got behind you there? I can't read that. Yeah, I'm just going to throw it to you. What do we got?
Oh, Swiss cheese. The Swiss Super League. The Swiss Super League is back. Let me get these notes, make sure I got them right. The Swiss Super League, since the beginning of the season, has just been flying and at a consistent rate. If you're looking at these lines, they're going to hover around that 2.5 to 3.0, 3.25, which is that over, but on an Asian total. So if you're looking at the Swiss Super League, you're looking at both teams to score, which is coming in around 70%, but the over 2.5 is just above 75%. So just above it at 76%. If you're looking in Swiss, don't really look for that over 3.5 as you're going to come into that variance territory, gambling whether or not you're going to get over 2.5 to 3. Look straight up for that over 2.5.
Nice job. And anytime we could talk gambling weather, I'm always in for that. God, it's been a while since we've done baseball weather. Feels like every playoff game was under a roof. Okay, so those are the picks. That's what we've got. Howie Schwab. Group play of the day. I'm interested to see where everybody's going. Dodgers money line, Blue Jays money line, over 7.5 or under 7.5. Dodgers money line, 55%, baby. Blue Jays, 21%. Over 19%, under 5%. There we go. Nobody wants that under 7.5, baby. All right, there we go. Now, real quick, talk a little college football, then we'll bounce out of here, man.
If you mind, before we exit baseball, of course, the ad comes up. Make sure you guys watch DTL's YouTube.
Hey, well, hold on. Let's see who's advertising. Who's that advertising with DTL?
It looks like a Glad.
Nice.
Glad spray. Is that right?
Yeah. There we go. Look, hey, Glade.
I came across this stat, I believe is to be true. If it's teams who won through 7 games or lasted all 7 games and then won and then took on a team who swept the series, so these two teams take on each other in the World Series, the team who went 7 games is 7-0.
Damn. That's a stat. That's pretty good. All right. Well done on that one, dude.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about the money line tonight, like you said, but
yeah, I'm not kidding. That's a great stat. Yeah, I mean, that's tremendous.
Maybe look at the series, yeah.
My boy. All right, college football. We got 3 games tonight. First one, North Texas at Charlotte. Charlotte is atrocious. 1-6, 0-4 in the conference. North Texas got back to business last week. They're 25.5-point favorites. Total of 59.5. Now, I have nothing on this because I'm not playing a road team minus 25.5. No. But North Texas is going to win this game. All right, Cal, Virginia Tech. Cal's 5-2. Virginia Tech 2-5. Virginia Tech 6.5-point favorites. What? Well, North Texas might cover the over themselves. Yes, they may. Kirk, college football player prop. North Texas running back Caleb Hawkins over 100.5 yards, minus 114, ladder up to 130. Beautiful work, Kirk. Thank you. Yeah, Roger, that is a fire stat, dude. Absolutely, man. Brad crushed that one, dude. Winslow, rookie started for the Jays in game 1. Do we look at Walt props? Bro, we were talking about this earlier. I want them. I can't find them in the books right now. If you find them, let me know. But, yeah, that's a great call. Yeah, we were talking about that at the beginning of the show, right? And we opened. Yeah, walks would be a good one. Strikeouts, too. All right, yeah, so I'm on Cal, 6.5. Virginia Tech probably wins this game. I don't know, though. I mean, they have their own issues. Their defense can show up sometimes and look actually pretty damn good. But if you're going to give me Cal 6.5, I'm going to take Cal 6.5. I don't know what to do with Virginia Tech. Now, the problem with Cal, again, it's not even that they have a turnover problem. But when they turn it over, dude, it's like Noah's Ark, dude. It's just a flood. So I'm kind of betting on that from the previous game that Cal had, where they turned it over 1 trillion times, that maybe that was coached up this week. Because if Cal doesn't turn the ball over, I'm not saying that they win, but 6.5, I'm down with it. Matty boy, AB, I just posted an article from the Washington Post that lists 7 impacted games. Beautiful. Thank you, Matty boy. Thank you. And yeah, everybody, check those out. Go look at your books. If you place bets on those impacted NBA games, dispute it. You might not get money back right now, but just do it. Do the process. If the money's worth it to you, there will be lawyers. I assure you of that. Then finally, Boise State, Nevada. Boise State, 21.5-point favorite. Total of 51. These games are gross. Today's slate is not pretty. It's Friday and it's like almost sports equinox. Like Monday is the sports equinox, I believe. But there's a lot of games on the board tonight, but there's a lot of gross games on the board tonight. So be careful. Don't blow, your balance in your books on goofy stuff. I'm not saying don't go have fun, because I'm going to put together some stupid parlays for tonight and have fun with it. I always do. But yeah, like for your actual units betting, just understand tonight's a weird night. It's definitely a good night to grab. Well, the tough part is that, the spreads are so big. Look, you got Boise State and North Texas, both on the road, both over 20-point favorites. That's so many points. And even if I believe that Boise State and North Texas, which I do believe that they will win handedly, that's not good business practice to be betting teams minus 20-something on the road. Now, again, if you got a better read on it than me, prove me wrong, and you probably will. Like, North Texas is going to hammer Charlotte. Boise State will probably hammer Nevada. But really what I'm getting at is just be careful these big numbers, because there could be garbage points that can really screw you over. And I've been screwed over by so many, right? So, yeah. But that Cal Virginia Tech, that's kind of the game of the night. It's going to be a good one. Virginia Tech these are two strange teams. And it's weird, Brad, that it's a conference game that Cal has to travel 2,000 plus miles. Nothing says the Atlantic coast like Cal in Berkeley. That's the Atlantic Ocean for you right there. But, yeah, long trip, Friday night, short week game. I like underdog. Give me Cal here. Okay. All right, we'll be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's pretty much all we got. Brad, any final thoughts you got, man?
Nothing for me today. Just bet the Swiss Super League and take a look at Poland today. There's also a Danish line here at noon. If it drops, maybe look into that, as well as that Miami-Nashville. If that line drops a little, look into that too.
Nice. Dude, I want to get a bumper sticker now that just says, keep an eye on Poland. Just to confuse people behind me at the red light. They're like, this guy doesn't like Poland. I don't know what his issue with Warsaw is. Okay, that's been geopolitical talk. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Friday. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern today. We'll have more college football. We'll have more Major League Baseball. We'll have plenty. Moshe is already working on a 19-page email right now. I'm just kidding. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you 3 p.m. Eastern. Till then, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us?